Hello, hello, hello. It's Kathy Bedell at MyStampingSpot.com coming to you with Thankful Thursday. No, coming to you with Fun Fold Friday. See what kind of day I'm having? Okay, it's been that kind of week. So my local girls are making this card in club, and it is featuring the Timeless Arrangement bundle that comes with all these awesome die cuts, and I did not think to grab the dies. I apologize, but all these shapes come out of, are part of this bundle, and I just love it. This is, I think you guys have seen this before. Hey, Sheila. This is, Karen, how are you? It's the 3-pack of 3D embossing folders. I love this particular embossing folder. I have Starry Sky. So my plan is to take this card and turn it into a fun fold. Let's see how we do. I brought over some ribbon. I'm going to leave that there. That's my inspiration. I brought over the 22-24 in color dots. They are fabulous. They're pearls. I'm sorry, in color pearls. They are fabulous. Hey, Penny, how are you today? All right, let's see if we can make this a fun fold, shall we? Like I said, I probably should have brought over the dies, but of course, I didn't think of it. I am going to score this at 5.5. Let's see here, 5.5 by 4.25. Starry Sky, that's what this is, in case you were wondering. So that's my card. And I'm going to hold it this way. I'm going to cut off, leaving probably just about 2 inches here. Let's see. I guess I want to go this way. Not really thinking here. Yep, I want to do just about 2 inches. This is going to be my card front. And that's going to be a fun fold. See, so you're not wasting any paper. And you really, all it is, it's the same card. It's just an extra cut. Hey, Jean, Carol, how are you? So that means this piece now is, I'm going to write this down because you know I'm going to forget, right? This piece looks to be about, perhaps I didn't cut this exactly at 2. Oh, yeah, I did. So this should be, oh, this way. Should be 3.5, which it is. 3.5. And this should be 4.25, which it is, 4.25. So that means I am going to make my embossed piece, because like I said, this was the kit for this card. We're turning it into a fun fold. I'm going to make this 3 1/8 by 4 3 3/8 by 4 1/8. Oh, it almost goes like that without even having to cut it. Because that's 4. You know what? I'm going to do 1/4 inches. Then all I have to do is cut off. So we're going to make this 3 1/4. 3 1/4 by 4. Less cutting. There we go. Okay, I love that. That's going to sit on here like that. So we're going to need a white background. So I have a piece of Whisper White here that I am going to need 4 by 5 1/4. 4. I'm sorry, my desk is still not cleaned off, which means I'm on a stamp table, and that's why we have so much wiggling. Jennifer, how are you, Mary? Thanks for being here. So that's going to come in here like this, and this is going to sit here, and then hopefully all our little pieces will, ooh, they're not going to quite fit though. Look at that. So there was something I didn't count on. I did not count on when I glued all of these that they may not fit. So let's check this out and see. Oh yeah, we'll make it fit. All right, I want to put some ribbon on this piece before I adhere it all. So I have, a lot of white. This is in the holiday catalog, the silver edged white. What do they call this? Is this organdy sheer ribbon? But I don't think I'm going to use that. I think I will use the Starry Sky, which is the same as the paper. This is called the metallic woven ribbon. And I think what I'm going to do is wrap it a couple times. So I want to do it flat so that the piece on top sits pretty flat. I'm going to do it 3 times, bring it back around, and then we'll tie a bow. If I can find my scissors, the magical land of scissors over here. Where are you? Okay. There are a lot of things that we could do with this ribbon because this ribbon actually frays at the end very nicely. And I didn't choose to do that, but it would also be a very nice technique. I'm going to tie a bow way over to the side where the 1/4 inch mark is. Then I'm going to go back and straighten out those strands. Like this. We're going to make these loopies a little smaller. Like this. And give this a trim. And give this a trim. And as long as I have this here, let me show you over this piece of white. You can fray this very nicely for an effect. It's very pretty that way. Okay, let's start to put this together. I am going to pull these a little wider on this side. And I am going to pull them a little closer on this side, just for effect. Okay, putting my cutter away for now. I'm not going to put this in here yet because I don't know if I'm going to stamp. I want to see what this looks like on top of it and if it needs something. So I'm not going to do that yet. I am going to put my embossed layer on here. And I'm using white glue instead of my normal tape runner because with this ribbon I want to make sure it sits tight. So I'm going to pull up this bow like so. Whoops. Oh, look at that. I got the glue on the edge. Okay. Like that. And then we're going to have this kind of hang out. Now let's stamp and build our piece first. Oh boy, hope your day is filled with everything good. Thanks for always believing in me. Oh, so this is, you can put thanks and then on the inside for always believing with me. You can do thanks from the bottom of my heart. You make me smile. You are so kind for always being there. So thanks for always being there. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I'm going to do this great big thank you. I kind of like that script. And it will fill some space here. Because this is a good size tag we got going. Okay, and I have my Starry Sky ink. Hey Maria, how are you today? I'm not going to put this very far. And I'll tell you why. Well, actually, I may use tape runner for the next part. We'll see. Okay, if you haven't checked out these dies, I really should go grab them, but I'm not going to. There we go. You just clean that, close the sink up. The dies are fabulous, and they have all kinds of labels that have all kinds of sprigs you can put behind them. And the different size labels all have different size sprigs. So I chose Starry Sky, Parakeet Party, and Sweet Sorbet for this one. And all we are going to do is we are going to line up. So this, see how this one sits on the corner? So you're going to want it to be in the corner of your label. And I said I was going to use my white glue, but I'm not, because you know why? This is going to be just as easy to adhere it. So we're going to line up that corner, line up this edge, and we're going to take the other one and do it in the opposite direction like this. Cute, right? Now you could do as little or as much as you want. I am going to keep going, but you wouldn't have to. All right, now I'm looking for this corner, although I think I want my purple to be in the back. So let's see here. Let me see what this is going to look like here. This is going to go like this. And so I want my red to kind of fill in here. So let me add some more tape, or you could use your glue. And I am just positioning this red so that it kind of fills in the gaps. Just a little bit. And you could really do these either way, which is kind of a nice thing. You just want to keep it all under the white label. Okay, and then I'm going to add more glue. Well, tape runner. I'm adding tape runner. And, oh, we used wax paper. So there's kind of wax paper on these pieces. There we go. Sometimes if you put wax paper in your dies, it really helps. Okay, so I'm going to put this one at this corner. Can you see how it'll wrap around the label if I match up that corner? Here we go. There we go. Voila. Now, let's take some dimensionals and we'll pop it up on this piece. So I'm actually going to put dimensionals right over these layers to help hold them, just to make sure they stay put. Like this. Hey, Linda, how are you today? Ooh, there we go. And we're going to put this on here. And it's going to go over just a little bit, but I think that's okay because you're going to have the white background. And then maybe we don't, maybe now we know we can adhere this piece. Although I should stamp inside first. So it says, thank you. I'm going to put for always believing in me. That's what I'm going to put on the inside. Thanks for always believing in me. And I'm stamping it before I adhere it down so that if I make a mistake, I can flip it over. So, and if you're new here, I take the top line and I line it up with the edge of the paper and then I just move it down. And hopefully then it's straight. Ah! See? My block's too big for my stamp. And now I have way too much ink on my block. And I don't believe that's straight. But we'll make do. It's not too bad, but not great. But that's all right. It's handmade. It's not supposed to be perfect. Okay, now I'm just going to add this inside my little fun fold. This is the easiest fun fold in the world to do. All you're doing is just cutting a piece off your front flap and then adhering it in a different direction. It makes it so easy. Now, I'm not going to just use regular tape runner here because I'm kind of eyeballing where I want my, look, another dimensional backing. Kind of eyeballing on what from here over. I want something a little stronger because when you have something adhered just to a small piece, it puts a lot more stress on the card front. So plus with that ribbon there, this adhesive just may not hold it. So I'm just using some liquid glue. And then we'll center this. Voila. How pretty is that? Whoops, shouldn't have opened it yet. Let it dry before you open it. While we're waiting for it to dry, let's put on some of these 22, 24 pearls. They are so shiny and beautiful. Happy Friday, happy Thanksgiving, happy. All right, I'm going to use the lime green as opposed to the starry sky, just for a little color. Well, maybe I'll use some starry sky too. I always have trouble with maybe like that. And maybe I'll add a couple on here just for the fun of it. Because yes, it's true. You can overdo your bling. Maybe I'll put one more lime green one up here. There we go. What happened to my original? So here's my original that my in-house girls did this week, or tonight too. And here's my fun fold version of it. So there we go. Well, thank you for being here. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. Just to remind you, there's the 35% off the kit if you want to join Team DSB, the starter kit, and there is, or you can order 35% more product. If you take 35% off, it's like $65 for $125 worth of merchandise. And what else do we have? Christmas Club is all cut, so we only have a certain number of kits. So if you want Christmas Club, the link is up above. Same thing with Stamp Club by mail. My Stamp Club by mail cards are all cut. That link is up above with all the information. And, oh, this paper. So these are the make and takes this month. But this paper is going to be back in stock one day next week. So if you missed out on this paper and you really want it, look for it next week. And I will say I have been asked, will I open up my autumn class again? And I'm hoping to. The problem is the paper's coming in before the ribbon. And if the paper is sold out when the ribbon comes in, I won't be able to order that class. I apologize. But anyway. All right, and next week is exciting. Stamp a Stack will be released next week, so you can look for that. And I hope you all have an awesome weekend. Thanks for being here, you guys. We'll see you all on Monday. Stay safe.